year, 1.6 billion tyres become waste worldwide. It represents 3.5 million tonnes of waste in Europe. How to exploit this lost material? Offering a great potential for material recovery. A major project was born, BlackCycle, a collaborative European project funded by the Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Programme. His consortium is formed by 12 partners from 5 different countries: Orion, Ineris, Quantis, Icamcyl, Aliapur, CSIC, CPERI, CERTH, Cisna, Pyrum, Estato, Hera, and Accelera, and led by the French world leader in tyre manufacturing, Michelin. Officially launched in May 2020, the BlackCycle project aims to address this issue by creating a massive circular economy of end-of-life tyres in Europe. This project will design world-first processes to make new tyres from end-of-life tyres. BlackCycle partners will demonstrate the technical, environmental and economic viability of these circular processes. The BlackCycle project is based on a unique European public-private partnership that gathers all the necessary competencies along with the circular value chain to ensure its success. The BlackCycle project aims at creating, developing and optimizing a full value chain from ELT feedstock to secondary raw materials, SRMs, by offering an economically and environmentally viable alternative. These SRMs will be used to develop new ranges of passenger car and truck tyres, which will be sold commercially in European and global markets. Thanks to BlackCycle, it's expected to valorize 100% ELTs selected, increase up to 10 times SRM's rates into new tyres, recycle at least 50% of the European ELTs, which represent a 50% decrease of CO2 emission. Which are the ways employed? This value chain needs major stages that involve European industrials and academics. End-of-life tyres are first collected by the French company Aliapur.
Our mission is to collect the end-of-life tyre from 40,000 tyre fitters thanks to a network of 25 collectors. Our mission is also the sorting in the premise of this collector to determine which tyre can be reused, so the second-hand tyre. We also have to promote the preparation for recycling thanks to 14 transformation sites, and we have to contract with 14 or 25 sites abroad and in France. We are a supplier of raw material, as we have the responsibility to select the tyre.
And then sorted and crushed into granulates by Hera and Estato.
Ineris is bringing to the BlackCycle project more than 10 years of industrial experience in the production of rubber granulates and of micronized rubber powder from end-of-life tyres, both from truck and from passenger car. The mission of Hera in BlackCycle is double: to give support to Estato as backup granulator, to ensure the production and the shipment of all the required volume of rubber granulates needed for testing and for production by our pyrolysis partners, and to produce micronized rubber powder, MRP, from the rubber portions of the end-of-life tyres not appropriate for the pyrolysis, carrying the due testing and characterizations in search of high-value industrial applications for such MRP as secondary raw material. BlackCycle proposes replacing the whole tyres reading by a smart reconstruction of the used tyre, using automatic devices to separate specific parts as the tread and the inner liner to have an optimum quality feedstock, fully clean of metal and textile, to generate high-value secondary raw materials through pyrolysis in the case of thread or powder micronization in the case of the inner liner.
The process consists of the anaerobic thermal degradation of polymer material, producing 3 different products: oil, gas and coke. Here, a defined temperature input is decisive for the stability of the product quality. In the project, we investigate in our moving bed technology the effects of feedstock, tyre type and part of the tyre, process temperature and residence time onto the composition of the different products.
Granulates are pyrolyzed by the ICB, CSIC, Pyrum and Cisna to obtain oils, which are refined and optimized by CPERI, CERTH, to be used by Orion to produce sustainable carbon black.
In Orion, we have many processes to produce carbon black. We choose the furnace process as the most suitable process for carbon black, as this is a process where we can produce high volumes which are needed for rubber black production. For the BlackCycle project, we used an oil we obtained from our partners, injected it in the furnace process. We work with our partners to obtain a better oil in respect of yield, and we work ourselves on the process to adjust the parameters to make this process more adaptable to the quality and the yield for our business.
We successfully produce different grades of sustainable carbon blacks that exactly match the properties of those made from conventional fossil-based feedstocks. Those products can be used in different parts of the tire, like the tread or the sidewalls. First, this technology can also be used to produce other sustainable carbon blacks for different applications, including rubber goods, plastics, coatings, and printing inks.
The final step is the design of the new tyres by Michelin, using the sustainable raw materials coming from the recycling of the ELT.
End-of-life tyres is clearly a major stake for a more sustainable mobility. Tyres manufacturers have taken actions since a long time to collect and valorize tyres in different usage. We are today in a worldwide situation where 90% of end-of-life tyres are collected. Michelin, as a leader of sustainable mobility, decided to go further and take actions to integrate more materials coming from end-of-life tyres. We launched a program of actions, including the definition of a new research project, so-called BlackCycle, that aims to maximize, through the creation of a new value chains, this ability to use more materials from tyres into new tyres. By Michelin, we think that the future of mobility is to be all sustainable. This direction is clearly involving all the life cycle of the tyres, reducing environmental impact of each step of the cycle. It means that the future of tyres will be to deliver a high level of performance to all our customers, less rolling resistant tyres, more wear performance, and in parallel to have more and more sustainable raw materials in our new products.